Cha Miso went to her parents' house to pay a visit. She greeted her mother and told her that she brought some fruits with her paycheck. However, her mother's response was cold to the point that it was hateful. Miso flinched. It seemed that her mother was used to treating her like this. Miso's mother further berated her for being a disappointment in the family. Her mother was elegant but was harsh and cold-hearted. She held high expectations to her children, and it seems that Cha Miso wasn't able to meet them. Cha Miso's eyes were lifeless, but she still apologized, even though it's not a thing to be sorry for. Her brothers even arrived when she was being scolded. Such a bad timing. Her mother's voice quickly changed in a delighted tone when she greeted them. Miso asked where they will be going, and her mother indifferently replied. Miso's mother was proud at Miso's brother's achievements, but not on Miso. But even her brothers were cold towards her. She's basically an outcast in the family. Did someone say that life is about experiencing new things? However, it seems that Cha Miso have only experienced bitterness in life. Her life was dull, lonely, and not bright at all in the age of 23 years old. What's worse, she thought that this was already a normal thing even when she was still a kid. In the end, Miso returned back to her dorm since nobody is left in her parents' home. She dropped her things and changed her clothes. Living as an uninvited guest by her own family was a nightmare, so she recently became independent. As Miso lied down in her bed, her phone suddenly rang. It was actually a notification about an update on her favorite novel. As a 23-year-old college student, reading this novel was her way of passing time and escaping reality. I thought I was adopted, but I was mistaken. Was a novel that updated every night. In the novel, the female heroine was treated as the most precious by her father. Everyone loves the female protagonist, making Miso envious of such life. The novel was her therapy and kept Cha Miso sane, despite her struggles, especially in a bad day like today. This novel was like a ray of consolation to her. Cha Miso slowly fell asleep holding onto her phone while reading the novel. Wishing to have everyone love her was the last thought before she fell deeply asleep. Eventually, Miso's phone was dropped from her bed. That wishful thinking was definitely both hopeful but pitiful at the same time. However, when Cha Miso opened her eyes in the next morning, everything seems different. She became a 4-year-old child this time. On a soft bed that doesn't match her room. She felt that she didn't belong here at all. Do you think there's a lack of context? Yes. Most things happen without reason in the world anyway. In such absurd situation, Miso got up and looked around the room. A landscape resembling medieval Europe was filling her sight. Dragon ornaments and paintings are placed everywhere, making her sure she is now inside the world of her favorite novel, possessing someone, but her soul is still the same. She fell in a strange world, specifically in the Atam, the dragon family. The Atam's family predecessor was imprinted with the black dragon, drank the dragon's blood, and even signed a contract with the black dragon. This made the Atam descendants very powerful, but this also have side effects. Every time an Atam descendant's mana runs out of control, they desire murder. They can't control themselves, killing everyone they see around them indiscriminately. However, the female heroine who had the ability to purify will come and is capable of quelling such berserkness, saving the Atam family every time. Miso adored the heroine, who is righteous and has a personality that lightens everyone. The heroine will bring trouble and salvation to the Atam family. In the future, If Miso was here because she have read the novel many times, she should possess the heroine, right? As she was happily thinking things, she came across a mirror. Maybe because things have been hectic. It was the first time seeing herself in the mirror. However, her smile slowly faded as she noticed that her hair color is pink. From what Miso could remember, the heroine was definitely described as having a jet black hair. Slowly realizing that Miso didn't transmigrate as the heroine, her mind went blank. Also, it seems she didn't know who is this character she possessed. Aro Atam, the illegitimate daughter who was disowned by her own family. If not for being an indirect descendant of Atam, she would have been exiled at birth. In the novel, when Iron turned 5, she will be used as a plot device to inform the harshness of Atam family, since her bloodline was questionable. That's right. She is just an extra mob character who appeared in early stages of the novel and became unimportant later on. She agonized at the fact that she's not the female lead. Thinking about it, Iron sighed as if she was drinking hot chocolate with marshmallows. She chugged the delicious drink to replenish the lost sugar she got from overthinking. It was a snack she often wanted to eat in her previous life, but her brothers always wanted it all. Mela, Iron's personal maid, came running to check on her if she was okay. Miso could buy and eat this snack after she became an adult, but she didn't really want to. Mela was worried, but thankfully, Iron said it was delicious. Mela took care of Iron and wiped the foam in her mouth. Mela was glad that Iron liked the hot chocolate that she made with great effort. Mela was Iron's commendable lady-in-waiting, who was always by her side since she was young. Mela taught Iron, who was ignorant of the world, many things. She was like a real sister, and Iron trusts Mela more than her family in her previous life. Iron suddenly asked Mela if there will be a festival tomorrow, since everyone seemed so busy. Mela responded that tomorrow is the New Year's party. As soon as Iron heard Mela's reply, she choked on her drink. Iron felt like her heart is going to explode, and things came flashing through her mind. She remembered that tomorrow is the day she's going to be kicked out of the family. Without hesitation, Iron got up from her seat preparing to leave. She quickly left to prepare for her own birthday tomorrow, to find a solution. Iron's first objective is to find a new home, after she will be kicked out. Even if Mela was the best ally for Iron, she definitely wouldn't leave the house with her. So, Iron went to find the library since it contains information about the orphanages. She painstakingly ran with her small stature, and she was out of breath after she arrived. Iron remembered that there was a good orphanage, managed by a retired hero. However, as she tried to recall things, she can't seem to remember the details of the said orphanage. It was a strange thing. She read the novel, but she can't remember it well. Still, it's a good thing that Iron remembered that there was a list of orphanages here. While Iron opened the door, a person was reading inside the library. There was almost no visitors here, but it seems that today was an unlucky day. Being here in the mansion's personal library, with black hair means that he is a direct descendant. His pitch-dark hair is beautiful, and his golden eyes glisten like honey. His looks was favored with gods, making Iron stunned at the moment. Aro Atam, the Atam family's final successor candidate to the throne. Just his presence alone made an extra like Iron step back. Though it's a coincidence they met, Aro Atam is one of the main characters in the novel. The man slowly turned his gaze as if he felt Iron's gaze. He then asked Iron where is the book about divine magic. However, Iron was still in shock right now, so she didn't answer. When she froze and couldn't answer, Aro quickly turned away indifferently. Finally, Iron came to her senses and replied appealingly to where the book is. Ernos gazed at Iron again, but he didn't say anything. Iron thought that sounding cute didn't appeal Aro Atam at all, so she went away. Finally, she found the section where the list of orphanages book was found. Iron opened the book and ran through her finger to the pages as she read. However, while Iron was immersed in reading, Erno came beside her. Her heart dropped due to nervousness, since she might be found out about her motive. Moreover, Erno further questioned what book Iron was reading, making her eyes flicker. She needs to be careful, because she needs to keep the secret about her plan in running away to an orphanage. Erno's eyes slowly narrowed as if searching for a prey, making Iron tensed. If she got caught planning her escape, she might get punished beforehand. Finally, Iron stuttered but quickly made an excuse that she just wanted to learn how to read and write. Thankfully, it seemed that Erno accepted her excuse since she was just a 4-year-old child. At Iron's boring answer, Erno swiftly turned around as if he had lost interest. Iron sighed deeply. Aro Atam was a crazy psycho, so it was best to avoid him. Suddenly, a loud thud was heard when the book Iron was holding dropped. In addition to that, Iron vanished out of nowhere. Only her frilly dress was left. This is the reason why Iron's lineage was questioned, and she was kicked out of the family. Inside the dress, a small movement can be fairly seen. A non-human feet pops out with a rosy pink complexion. That's right, Iron transformed into a lizard beast. The fact that she was a half-baked dragon, even though she is not a direct descendant, will be revealed tomorrow, because she can't control her transformation. Iron has no black hair and is an illegitimate child. People will be in uproar because of her. Just thinking about it made Iron upset, but right now was more dangerous because Erno was nearby. For now, transformed Iron dragged her clothes to hide it away. While Iron didn't know when to return back to human, she found a mysterious object. It was a silver ring with a small ruby embedded. It's clearly valuable. Dragon Iron happily grabbed the ring thinking it was shiny and expensive. However, she slowly remembered this familiar ring is owned by someone. That's right, she just saw this ring worn by Aro Atam, the insane hedonist heir. Aro Atam is an ultimate hedonist. He only do things for the sake of fun and pleasure. Just thinking that Erno finds out her secret, Iron might become an interesting plaything. Speaking of the devil, Aro Atam suddenly appeared as if he was looking for the ring. He is the rare genius of the Atam family, and is very smart in noticing things. Will our cute beast's secret be revealed too soon?
That's all, folks. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment down below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be posting more videos about good reads you may like, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you soon.